Change is never easy to accept, especially when we're moving from high to a low, from a have to a have not, or from easy to difficult. However, these types of changes are necessary for our growth. So, how do we look at all these changes in such a way that we would be able to accept it more easily and, most especially, use it to our advantage? That is what we're going to talk about tonight in our Forward Friday. I am Cheksai. Let's start. That as we go through life, we will encounter change many times over. And that is why it's very important for us to have a healthy perspective of change. Para every time encounter mo siya sa buhay mo, hindi ka nakikipagbuno, and it will take you time to appreciate what it is actually doing in your life. The first way to look at change is maybe look at it as a shift in direction, a gentle nudge towards a positive direction that you did not consider before. Minsan kasi talaga may mga bagay we don't want to try out, or maybe wala talaga sa horizon natin or sa vision natin yung mga bagay na yun. That's why we don't consider them. But life makes a way for us to actually be forced to go that way. And to show us na there's something in store for you in that direction. I'm sure nagkaroon na ng time sa buhay nyo when you were forced to a situation and one thing led to another, and before you know it, you were better off than where you were before. In this way, you become more adventurous. When you look at it this way, you become more open to experiences, and maybe mas madali ka mag-flow at mas madaling dadating sa'yo yung what's in store for you pala in another direction. The second way that we can look at change is to look at it as a springboard. Diba, when we step on the springboard, may depression muna before we are catapulted to a greater height. Minsan, change appears that way. Para siyang depression, a lower thing, things getting worse. Pero, minsan kailangan pala yon para magkaroon tayo ng more passion or matuto ng new skills or magkaroon ng bagong perspective in life, so that it can actually make us stronger or make us better people and more capable of springing to better things in life. Third way to look at change is to look at it as a passageway. Yung kailangan mo lang pagdaanan. Hindi mo kailangan tambayan, pagdadaanan mo lang. When we look at it as a passageway, we open our eyes to see, okay, what is in here that I have to learn so that I can take it with me as I go through life and when I go back to my usual programming. When we look at change in this way, we are more open to learn from what we are going through. The fourth and last way we can look at change is to look at it as a chance to release. Minsan lang kasi talaga may mga bagay na di mo kayang pakawalan, and life forces you to open your hand and let it go. It teaches us that life changes, circumstances changes, people change, and nothing is permanent. Mas mahirap kasi tanggapin yun kapag nandyan lang naman siya. When we realize that nothing is permanent, we are also taught to appreciate things as they last. Habang nandyan siya sa'yo, habang nandyan yung opportunity na yan, habang nandyan yung tao na yan, habang komportable pa ang mga bagay-bagay, be grateful for it. And then, when it's time to let go of it, release. Minsan, that's forced upon us. And if it happens na forced upon us, then just look at it as that. A chance for you to release so that you can gain something new. Have something new in your life. Unless minsan pinapakawalan mo ang isang bagay, walang space for new things to come into your life. 4 ways. Number 1, to look at it as a gentle nudge to a different direction. Number 2 is to look at it as a springboard. Number 3, as a passageway. And number 4, as a chance to release so that we can accept new things in our life. I hope this helps you in your encounter with change, and we are all going through that in our in everything that is happening all around. And when we have a healthy perspective of change, I hope that it will also bring you joy whenever you encounter them, because it's no longer heavy. It's always another chance and another way to bring something new in your life. Thank you for joining me here and joining me today. That is our Forward Friday for this week. See you again next week. Bye.